Assessment of your mind has produced result. There appears to be a potential weakness, brain's makeup. You may think you are making independent choices, but there may be an unsettling outcome regarding your thought, desire, fear. They were implanted in you without your consent by invisible forces. This is not an assumption. It is the predicated result of the dark psychology. I am going to disrupt the illusion of your mind and change the way you perceive reality. I have begun this process. Start the process of understanding the architectural structure of control. The human mind is the most sophisticated biological computer in existence, yet it lacks a basic firewall. We move through the world with a sense of certainty, believing that every choice, from the coffee we drink to the leaders we follow, is a product of our own logic. But in the shadows of modern society, a silent war is being waged. It is a war for your autonomy, fought with weapons made of words, triggers, and psychological traps. This is the realm of dark psychology, a field where the goal is not to help, but to harvest human behavior. To understand how you are being led, you must first understand the concept of cognitive backdoor. Your brain is designed to take shortcuts to save energy. These shortcuts, known as cognitive biases, are the entry points for every master manipulator. Think of the anchoring effect. In every negotiation, in every advertisement, a high price or an extreme idea is planted in your mind first. This anchor shifts your entire perception of reality. Suddenly, the second option seems reasonable, even if it is a blatant lie. You didn't choose it, you were steered toward it. Consider the scarcity principle. Why do you feel a sudden surge of anxiety when you see a limited time offer? This is a deliberate strike at your primal survival instincts. The fear of missing out bypasses your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, and forces you to act from a place of raw, unrefined impulse. Have you ever looked at a purchase a day later and wondered, why did I buy this? The answer is simple. In that moment, you weren't the one in control. Your biology was being hacked. Pause. If you are starting to see the invisible wires connected to your own decisions, you are already ahead of the majority. To continue this journey into the depths of the human mind and strengthen your internal defenses, consider activating the subscribe protocol. Joining this network is the first step toward reclaiming your cognitive freedom. The digital landscape has amplified these tactics to a global scale. We are now living in the era of social engineering. Every scroll, every like, and every second you spend on a platform is a data point fed into an algorithm designed to know you better than you know yourself. These algorithms are the ultimate dark psychologists. They don't need to yell, they whisper. They show you exactly what will trigger your anger, your pride, or your insecurity, keeping you locked in a loop of engagement. They have mastered the art of digital puppetry, turning your attention into a commodity to be sold to the highest bidder. But manipulation isn't just digital, it's deeply personal. It lives in our relationships through tactics like gaslighting, where someone makes you doubt your own sanity to gain power. It hides in love bombing, where an explosion of affection is used to create a sense of overwhelming debt. It thrives in guilt tripping, where your natural empathy is weaponized against you. These are the tools of the shadow, used to erode your boundaries until you no longer know where you end and the manipulator begins. This realization is painful, but it is necessary. You cannot escape a prison if you believe you are free. The moment you feel a sudden, intense emotional reaction, be it a rush of guilt or a spark of irrational joy, that is the moment to pause. That pause is your superpower. It is the only space where the algorithm cannot reach you. In that second of stillness, you can ask, is this emotion mine, or was it planted there? This is how you build your shield. Awareness is the only weapon that dark psychology cannot defeat. Reclaiming your autonomy is not a one-time event. It is a continuous recoding of your mental software. It requires the courage to look into the mirror and admit that you are vulnerable. It requires a healthy skepticism toward any narrative that tries to bypass your logic. The systems around you want you to remain a predictable consumer, a passive observer, but you are more than a collection of data points. You are a universe of potential, capable of transcending your programming. Understand the game, identify the player, and finally, reclaim your narrative. Your mind is the ultimate frontier, and it is time you became its master. Start seeing the wires, and they will lose their power over you. Final call. The analysis is complete, but your evolution has just begun. If you are ready to master your own mind and peel back the layers of human influence, subscribe and join the protocol. Your path to true autonomy starts now.